It's at that time we can really have an intelligent and professional discussion about the issue. And to my friends in the San Gabriel Valley, I have always been in support of your gold line. I went to Washington and was scolded by your entire San Gabriel Valley delegation. It wasn't fun. It was Adam Schiff and David Dreyer and Napolitano and Chu. But it's at that point that I realized how important that is to your region. And I fought hard to make that happen. And it's going to Azusa. We've got the funding for that. And I'm willing to work with John and everyone else. And if I can bring the mayor of LA in, folks, if I can work something, whoever our new mayor is, Antonio Villaraigosa is gone, if I can bring that new mayor in to support that gold line, to get it to Claremont, God Almighty, I'm ready to put everything I've got on the line to do that, because I'm a firm believer in that. I will also work to get the east side gold line extended. There's several routes that are planned. I'm willing to listen to your communities and your representative to find out what the very best route is to make sure that's a reality too. You know, there may have been some ill spoken about me. I don't hold any grudges. I look forward to working with John Fasano, to working with everyone on the board to really solve some of the transportation problems that we face here. And it's only by working together. John's idea was a great one, that we, 4 sector reps, get together on a regular basis. So we become the big boys at the MTA, not the mayor of LA. That we, the 4 sector cities reps, get together, because we're going to have that group of 4, and we'll know exactly what the South Bay needs, what the San Gabriel Valley needs, what Glendale, Burbank, and even my good friends in Lancaster and Palmdale and Santa Clarita. Then we can all pull for each other, and we can all get the funding that we need. And that's the only way that we're going to succeed. If we stand divided like we are in this room, I don't think we're going to get anywhere. We're only playing into the hands of whoever the new mayor of LA is. They've got a lot of projects on the books, ready to go to just pull off the shelf and spend hundreds and hundreds of millions. It's our chance now to pull together ourselves as the independent cities of LA County, and work towards the transportation goals that we all have. So I would please request and urge you to vote against the, what is it, Chair? There's a appeal, and then there's a substitute motion. I would ask that you vote against that, and please show the faith that you've shown before in the past 6 years for me to work with everyone on the board and your cities in solving some of the transportation problems in this region. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Next, Frank Quintero.
Someone suggested I call the question. Well, Mr. Najarian has hit most of the points that I wanted to make. However, he didn't mention the municipal bus system in the South Bay that he supported, the Orange Line Development Authority, the rail line from Cerritos all the way up to Santa Clarita. But most important of all, once again, it's the idea of setting a precedent that somehow one region can dictate to another region who that representative should be. That's not appropriate. It hasn't been done in this organization. It isn't done in any of the statewide organizations that I sit in, so I disagree completely.
Next, Laura Olaso.
Laura Olaso, Mayor Pro Tem, City of La Cañada, Country. Make no mistake that this whole disagreement is about our Najarian's position on the 710 tunnel. He represents many cities who are in opposition to it, and those who have put this whole issue forward are in support of it. ARA has made the mistake of asking hard questions, like, is this the highest and best use for our tax dollars? Is this the best use for transportation? Are there other alternatives to a tunnel? Are there other ways that we can spend our dollars, our constituents' dollars, to a better use? What an idea to ask those questions. And because he has asked those questions strongly and vocally, he has been vilified by members of this group. This is not democracy. This is not what you were elected to uphold. Let's talk about an issue in Santa Monica that was near and dear to your heart, and people that didn't support Pam O'Connor's position or Diane Du Bois's position in Lakewood did this same thing. This is absolutely abhorrent, and I urge you to vote no on an appeal, vote no on a substitute motion, ratify our Najarian's position here. Thank you.
Next, Barbara Messina.
Well, Laura, I don't think you did Ari any justice in the comments that you just made after hearing what Ari had to say. And I too had a nice conversation with Ari, one-on-one. We did come to a meeting of the minds. I've never considered myself an obstructionist to the system. When we opposed his nomination in December, it was for good reasons. He has since indicated on the issues that he made comments on tonight that he is willing to look at the region as a whole. And while the 710 is a very big part of the regional transportation plan, which is something I think most of you forget, that if that comes out of the RTP, it falls out of compliance, and there is no federal money in this region. Having said that, Ari realizes that. I feel that I want to see this region move forward. I'm willing to compromise and ask for support because I asked him, are you a man of your word? And he said yes. And I'm going to trust him because I want to see us move forward. I believe that we can all work together, and I have been personally involved working on this 710 for 28 years of my life. 17 years on the city council and 8 years on the school board. That has been a very vital, important project to the region, not to just my city or the San Gabriel Valley, to the region. And that is the reason we felt as strongly as we do about it. Thank you.
Certainly got everybody's attention, didn't we? Having an opportunity to review the rules while we listen. Having had the opportunity to review the rules once again while we were listening to our speakers, here is how we're going to proceed. First of all, I see nothing in the rules that allow for an appeal. Secondly, the substitute motion, since this is a public hearing, would have to be agendized, so that would not move forward. So we will move forward with the vote. Now, for those naysayers or those that would not support his nomination, I direct you to Section 7, recall, and it provides cities representing 50% plus one of the city selection committee weighted vote may petition the city selection committee secretary to call a special meeting of the city selection committee to consider recall of an MTA member. So if the election this evening is successful and there is sufficient vote, then you do have your ability to redress. So with that being said, we did have a motion in the second to ratify, Mr. Najarian, and I will call for a vote.
Okay, I'll call the roll. Adore Hill,
Yes.
Alhambra,
Yes.
Arcadia,
Yes.
Baldwin Park,
Artesia.
I'm sorry,
I'm going to say yes.
Artesia, Baldwin Park,
Baldwin Park's vote is for Najarian, whatever. Yes, okay.
Bell,
Yes.
Beverly Hills,
Yes.
Bradbury,
Yes.
Burbank, Calabasas, Carson, Cerritos,
Yes.
Claremont,
Yes.
Commerce, Compton, Covina,
Yes.
Cudahy.
Yes.
Culver City,
Yes.
Diamond Bar, Downey,
Yes.
Duarte, El Monte,
Yes.
El Segundo, Gardena,
Yes.
Glendale, Glendora, Hawthorne, Hidden Hills,
Yes.
Huntington Park, Inglewood, La Cañada Flint Ridge. I'm going to just slow down a little bit because they're tabulating the vote. La Mirada,
Yes.
Lakewood, Lancaster,
No.
Lawndale,
Yes.
Lomita, Linwood, Monrovia,
Yes.
Montebello. I'm sorry.
Twice.
I'm sorry. Long Beach,
Yes.
Monrovia, Montebello, Monterey Park,
Yes.
Palmdale,
No.
Palo Verdes Estates,
Yes.
Paramount, Pasadena,
Yes.
Pico Rivera,
Yes.
Pomona, Rancho Palos Verdes,
Yes.
Redondo Beach,
Yes.
Rosemead, San Fernando,
Yes.
San Marino,
Yes.
Santa Monica,
Yes.
Sierra Madre,
Yes.
Signal Hill,
Yes.
South El Monte,
Yes.
South Gate, South Pasadena,
Yes.
Temple City,
Yes.
Walnut,
Yes.
West Covina,
Yes.
West Hollywood,
Yes.
Westlake Village, Whittier.
Yes.
Did I miss a city? Bell Gardens,
Yes.